was 100,000. And I'm saying this for those who are having a trouble leaving the tobacco shop, or the little store where there's haram, or the 2,000 a month job at the bank. They can stop thinking too much. And this brother, amongst a lot of other brothers, went to Hajj. This was back in 2005. And this group of 4 or 5 decided they were all going to stop doing haram together. This brother was in finance, I knew him. The other 3 or 4 brothers, they went to Hajj. They used to be in tobacco shops, so mashallah, they, big time. Yes, tobacco is haram. For those of you who are wondering. When they came back, everyone had their own struggle. Every single one of them. This brother I'm talking to you about, for 3 months, he could not find a job. Of course, he was in finance, so he had a house. A house through Wells Fargo. Yes, with interest and riba, yes. Of course, living the American dream. And he gave that up. And he sold that house. And he gave up that job. But for 3 months, nobody knew that he was on unemployment, that he could barely make ends meet. And many a time he wanted to go back just to barely feed his family. Because when you go from 100,000 a year to nothing, it's very hard. Even for 2,000 a month, it's very hard. Even half of that is hard because you get used to a certain lifestyle. True story, here in Minnesota. And wallahi, this brother is telling me, at the end of the 3 months, he got a phone call from someone in Chicago who found his resume on the internet. And they asked him, he said, "Are you so-and-so?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "I am looking to open a finance company in Minnesota, and I love your resume. Are you looking for work?" The brother says, "I just got out of Jumu'ah." Wallahi. And he said, "What kind of money are we talking about?" He said, he talks to the guy, he's asking the guy. He said, $250,000 a year. Look at the test. I told you you're going to suffer. You are and you will suffer if you leave haram. But then the ultimate test will come. That's going to either make you or break you. And the brother said, what do you think he said? We should finish the story tomorrow. No. So you come back early. That's usually what they do when you watch those soap operas, right? They get you, and then they say, sorry, we'll see you tomorrow. We're not on late? For once I can stay behind? Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. We're almost done, inshallah. Wallahi, the brother said, I thought I could get back into it just to make enough money until I find something halal. And then he said, no, thank you. And he said, my life has changed after that phone call. And the brother is well off in halal, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I still see him today and I know him very well. But he did struggle. Even 5 years after that, he struggled many, many, many years as he was moving up, and he, alhamdulillah, is doing well. But this is a true story of someone who I know, and I'm sure every one of us knows possibly a story like this, of someone who left haram for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not abandon you. Wallahi, lan yatrukak Allah. Mikhallihash bi, bi'idhnillah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not abandon any one of us, especially when we are seeking His pleasure. The shaitan and the nafs are going to gang up on you and make it seem like the world is on your shoulders. Don't worry about it. Until you lose the last few pounds on your body that we have excessive, don't worry about it. Because we all have a few extras, so that means we're not starving. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك